What is up, you guys? I know it's hard to believe, but this might be the most reliable motorcycle I've ever owned. If they're reliable and they look this good, all the other brands are doomed. Dang. Looks so freaking good. Ugh. Starting sport, we'll see. See what happens. It is a beautiful 47 degrees out right now. I know you guys are wondering, why in the world are you saying that Ducatis are reliable? They've been notoriously unreliable for decades. And I have a couple reasons for it. I think the first one has to be the acquisition by major car manufacturers. So VW Audi Group, I think it's mostly Audi, like Lamborghini, whatever, acquired Ducati years and years and years ago. And ever since they did, I think they brought a new level of focus to Ducati that they haven't had before. So in the past, and again, I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to know that Ducatis were not known as reliable motorcycles for a very long time. Actually, that was pretty much what they were known for, other than looking good, of course. But this Volkswagen Audi Group acquisition, I think, really changed them around. They got quality control for probably the first time. I mean, I'm kidding, of course, but a different level of quality control and ability to really put a finger on what was causing issues, you know, manufacturing issues, production issues, what have you. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the V4 is really what started the reliability in 2018 when they introduced it. But of course the V4 had some issues when it was introduced, and still actually has some issues to this day as well. The water pump is a continued problem with them, but it seems very hit or miss. You either get an engine that doesn't have the issue, or you get one that you need to replace the water pump every like 3,000 miles. I think it also has to do with the evolution of the industry in general. You know, they've had this Desmo valve system for a very long time, so they were able to really perfect it and get it to where they need it. And if you disagree with me, feel free to drop a comment below. But I'll tell you right now, I've owned plenty of Japanese bikes that have had more issues than this thing. And actually, I haven't had a single issue. Again, knock on wood, I haven't had a single issue with this thing. I change its oil, that's it. Put a tune on it even. I put the exhaust on it, no issues. It's just been amazing. I'm almost at 6,500 miles on it right now. I got it with about 600 miles. The V4 is just a totally different era for Ducati. Not only is it a super fun powertrain, but I believe by and large it's very reliable as well. I wonder if anybody's ever boosted one of these V4s. Pretty cool to see, honestly. I know it sounds stupid, like why would you want more power, but hey, there's people with 600 horsepower Hayabusas, so I don't want to hear that. Look how beautiful it is this morning. You have that glow of the sunrise. The trees are all changing colors. Yeah, the mountains aren't crazy huge around here, but they are beautiful. I am taking the highway today. I'm running a little late, so I apologize for the short video. But I wanted to get my point across that that whole era of unreliability, at least as far as the V4 is concerned, is gone. I don't know, I'm trying to think of any other issues I've seen, other than maybe a clutch issue here or there. The water pump is the main one. But other than those, this thing is rock solid. I mean, heck, I'm using it to cruise to work in 45, or whatever temperature it is out. 42 degree temperatures right now. Keeps cooling down because it's getting a little chillier as I ride, but I'm riding this in almost freezing temperatures. No issues. Starts up every time for me. Ride's amazing. Tune awesome. Sounds great. Like, what more could you want? This powertrain for Ducati, I think, changed a lot of people's perspectives. You know, before this engine came along, they weren't taking it seriously, and I say that because I believe the earlier powertrains, like the 1098, the 1198, they were underpowered compared to their competitors. So the competitors kind of laughed about it because they're like, you can't even make the same power we make with 1,000 cc's. And you know what? They put out this V4 and they've been mopping the floor with others. Whatever R&D and engineers put their time and effort and money into this. Well, obviously it's Ducati's money, but regardless, they deserve a pat on the back. This is such a revolutionary powertrain for Ducati. They've had the L twin, I guess you could say, or the V2 for such a long time, and that they're iconic for, in a good way. But to introduce something all new like this and have it go so well and perform so well and just, like I said, best their opponents so well is quite the feat. I think the oil's finally warmed up, which is good. The only con is it's like 42 degrees, so I don't know if the highway is going to be too much fun, but you know what? That's okay. Of course, we're going back into race for now. Even though it's 42 degrees, I'm getting a daily event for you guys. I'm motivated to. It is freaking cold. Come on, people. That is a big freaking truck. Wheels are bigger than me. Wow, it's weird that 70 feels slow. This bike is just incredible. If you guys own one, you know. If you guys don't, I think you need to experience one. At least experience a V4 powertrain. If it's not the Ducati one, the 210, you know, Aprilia, the RS-V4, that one is also incredible. The powertrain is so unique, and I think it really revolutionized Ducati. And I think a main component of that was the merger with Audi and Volkswagen and all of them. Now I will say, while I'm listing all the positives, this is all assuming that one, you're doing all your maintenance, which is quite expensive for a motorcycle, and two, assuming that you pay the premium for these bikes. So I don't know, the bikes are a lot of money, but in my opinion the newer ones are definitely worth it because they are heaps better than the old ones. Nice pops. When it's cold, this thing pops like crazy. I want to know what you guys think. Am I completely wrong in what I'm talking about? Are Ducatis still unreliable? Because I own this thing, and I know it's not a huge sample size, but I've heard similar things from other people saying that these are actually pretty reliable bikes. I am not going behind the Final Destination truck. No way. Yikes. Nice part is I'm all dressed up in all my gear, so the only thing cold right now is my feet. Got my heated gloves. If you guys want a link to that, I'll put that in the description. They're working really well in this temperature. I'm hoping the mic's not too crackly for you guys, but it probably is. With how cold it is, there's no way I'm taking this too hard, but still a beautiful commute. Super excited every time I get to ride this thing. This platform is amazing. Ducati right now is amazing. Changed my mind. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you on the next one.